Yes. These are my mornings in the lake village. The wife gets up, ignores my existence, and steps out to start her day. And I wake up with my sturdy bronze battle axe and my torch, as always. It's a miracle that this bed has not burned down yet. Regardless, here we are again. I welcome you to the Lake Village. The legendary, the incomplete as of now, but believe you me, give me a few weeks, maybe months, and this will be a city that you would die to live in. Oh, that doesn't make sense. Yeah, it's fine. I'll leave it at this. So, what are we going to do today? This is the question that plagues us every single day. And every day the answer is maybe the same, maybe a different one. Who knows? I think today we are going to face Unigost and talk to him. Because in the last episode we have learned that Unigost did not quite tell us everything about his past. He forgot to mention apparently that before he became Castellan, our uncle Jordan was the Castellan. And he mentioned that Jordan died 3 years ago. That was in the very first episode, in case you've missed it. And also there was mention of a new person that was part of their group, as they were scheming and thieving around the lands. And that person is Kestrel. And so we want to find out about her and find out what happened back in those days. Other than that, I think we're going to just let the village grow and leave everyone to their work. They have more than enough to do, that's for sure. We could check real quick. Do they have enough water? Barely. So I should probably take care of that. Oh, yesterday. Nothing was crafted yesterday. Interesting. How about today? Uh-huh. 2 logs were added to the inventory. That's... Great, good job, Berta. Berta? She's not even here. She's only starting to work now. So where did these 2 logs come from then?
Sometimes I start to wonder what life in other villages is like.
Hey, don't even think about going to any other village. I'm not letting you go. You're the best lumberjack I've ever seen. Honestly. That woman. Always teasing. Oh, we're starving actually. It's time to eat more cabbage. Done. What was I going to do? Ah yes, I was going to provide them with water. That's what I wanted to do. Let's give them 6 more buckets with water. I am going to be overloaded again, aren't I? I remember in these kind of old depictions of a water carrier, they would have this very complex wooden arrangement over their shoulders, and then they have a bucket on each side. And even though they have this, you know, wooden construct on their shoulders, they still looked like they were suffering as they were walking. So I'm sure this is very, very heavy. I mean, it depends kind of how big the buckets are. Let's see, how big are the buckets? Let me drop one of these. I mean, honestly, that's not a huge bucket. At all. Oh, he's already suffering again because of the heat. Ay, 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 ay. Poor guy. We are really putting him through it. Right, we have... Oh, we can grab a few more pikes to sell. That would be about 200 something gold. Is there anything else that we want to sell or make or bake? Fish meat? I mean, we have a lot of fish meat here. And I don't think we're going to need all of this, so let's take that too. 20 of it. And the rest is for me to eat. And then I think we are ready to go. Let me see. This would actually be useful. That is something I wanted to mention. It would be very nice to see how many tools are actually left here for my workers. That would really help. Because I can only see the current tool that is in use and what the durability of that is. Which is fine, but yeah. If I wanted to find out how many knives I actually have, well then I would have to either check inside here, but they have none left here. And then of course in the storage. But that is very inconvenient. So which way are we going to go today?
Damn, it's hot.
Damn, it's hot. Fine, let's follow the lake then. On our way to Gastovia. To try and see what we can get out of Unigost. And then pay also a visit to his wife Dobroniega. And sell her that delicious fish, which I'm sure she's going to use and turn into a delicious, I don't know, fish soup or whatever.
I'm roasting out here.
Sure you are. Why don't you take a swim in the lake then? That helped. Lovely. I think the issue is mainly because of the boots. So these boots that we are wearing, but I love these boots. I'm not going to take them off. But they apparently make our feet sweat. And the hat apparently is not enough to help us cool down. So we end up in this situation. And I think the basic shirt really barely does anything to fix that. So yeah, it is what it is. I wonder if that fishing guy from last summer is here again. I actually haven't checked that. Let's see.
Damn, it's hot.
It sure is, buddy. What happened to the music? Should I be worried that there is no music anymore? Usually there's always music playing in my head. And now there is nothing. No, there's nothing here. This is where he had his little camp. And now there's just nothing. Yeah, the music just stopped. Why? Music. Okay, instead we get to hear Racimir take deep, deep breaths. Like a man who's suffering. Okay, we're just going to go up the hill. Hello. Where are they howling from? I hear them, but I don't really see anything. They sure are howling a lot. But at least we get to enjoy the view over the valley again. Is that some kind of eagle, a hawk? I'm not sure. So we need to head into this direction here. Nothing else interesting here. Oh, but the music is back. And it seems a little loud, doesn't it? Or is it fine? Maybe it's fine.
What a sculpture.
Uh-huh. I'm pretty sure there would be enough shade in the forest for you not to suffer as much. Wow. These majestic animals. And here we are. We're really not far. We may also actually talk to Alvin. It's been a while. I wonder what he is up to. Has anything been left on the side of the road? Nope, there's nothing. Okay, let's see about Unigos then. I hope the fish hasn't warmed up too much in my pockets.
I'm roasting out here.
But I'm sure a pike is a pike and will always be appreciated. Am I pronouncing it wrong? Oh, you're all kinda... None of you are actually available. Oh, look, he's waiting for us. Now the music is too loud for me. I feel like I'm in some kind of... Oh, this is fine. Unigos. Hello, son. Long time no see. Long time indeed, Racimir. How have you been? You know, I've met Volrad recently. I'm glad. Seems that you're following the path of Jordan's past, just like you wanted to. I do. That is why I'm here, actually. I wanted to ask you about Kestrel. Oh, so you've heard about her? Yes, Volrad mentioned her name, but nothing else. Not my story to tell, he said. Unigos? That's, really strange. Why would he say it like that? Strange indeed. Kess, I mean, she was a part of the pack, and that would be it. You know, your attempt at being casual seems like you're having a stroke. You're right, sorry. I just wasn't prepared for that topic. For her. You see, Kestrel was... I remember the day we met. Me, Jordan, and Sambo were coming back from one of the missions. It was a truly spectacular... heist, ruse, battle, revolution? Failure. Long story short, we were forced to take a shortcut through the river and lost most of our equipment in the process. Our mounts as well. After a few days of roaming the woods, we've come across... We've come across a small village. We were way too exhausted to even think of trying something elegant. So we decided to just take the horses from the stable and leave some money behind. So we did just that. We started riding the horses out of the village in a hurry when we suddenly heard a loud whistle. Horses stopped in place immediately, as if they were enchanted. Jordan fell right off. Sambor was kicking the horse with all his strength, but it wouldn't even budge. And then we heard her voice. If you boys want to keep your packers and heads attached to your bodies, you will get off my horses and start running. I looked behind me and I saw the most beautiful woman I'd ever seen, holding a bow, with an arrow pointed right at my eye. At that moment, your uncle managed to get off the ground, pissed as heck, and started giving her a piece of his mind. So she moved her bow a little and released the arrow. She shot him? Without a blink. Me and Sambor almost died from laughter. What, why? That was the first and pretty much only person that we've met who made Jordan look like a fool. A child even. The sight of Jordan bleeding and us laughing at that must have been the strangest thing.
Thirsty bastards.
She surely thought we were some kind of loonies. I believe she did, yeah. We ended up spending the whole day together. She tended to Jordan's wound, who didn't say a word to her this entire time. And me and Sambor were basically begging her to join us. When we explained our mission to her, which we haven't done ever before to a stranger, she said yes. Just like that. There wasn't even a pinch of fear in that woman. Bravest soul that was ever born. Her only condition was that we take all of the horses. She didn't have any family besides those animals. And family shall never be left behind. There was 5 of them. Some might call it coincidence. The other, destiny. The 5th was for Walrat, correct? Indeed it was. The steed's name was Burr, which makes it totally fitting to his future owner. Burr was carrying our bags for almost a year before he got himself a rider. And those two became best friends, I'll tell you that. But getting back to Kestrel, Jordan didn't like her at first. Only time I've ever seen him insecure like that. He didn't put a spell on her just with a glance, like with every other woman, so he resented her for it. For a while at least. Because soon everything fell into place. The sun always rises in the east and sets in the west. No way to get around that. Same thing was with Jordan. He always got what he wanted.
About the weather, crops, animals, children, politics, work.
Right. He always got what he wanted, and that was to be admired and desired. She didn't have a chance, really. They were together, Kestrel and Jordan? Well, it started as a fling, but isn't that how every love starts? Soon they became inseparable. If I didn't know Jordan so well, I'd say she changed him. But he didn't change, he couldn't. He just enjoyed his new game. A relationship. Even Sambor realized it at some point, everyone did. Except Kestrel. Jordan soon became bored with his game, like with any other. So he went back to seducing and having fun with other women. But now there was another challenge for him. Another thrill of keeping it a secret from Kestrel. It was painful to watch. Really painful. Especially when I loved them both so much. You mean loved like family, right? Racimir, I've loved Kestrel right from the moment she pointed that arrow at me. Never stopped. But I've always been shy, and living in Jordan's shadow only worsened that.
His nose into my business, I don't poke my nose into his.
I want to kill that guy. I'm not even joking, I want to kill that guy. Not only does he constantly make noises with its stupid well, for no reason, as if he's producing bucket after bucket there, but he cannot shut up and talk to himself, for no reason. Can't he see that we're having a conversation here? Anyway. I've loved Kestrel right from the moment she pointed the arrow at me. Never stopped. But I've always been shy, and living in Jordan's shadow only worsened that. So I kept it to myself, for years. Until I didn't. What do you mean? We started having an affair. So you betrayed Jordan. Nothing is black and white, dear Racimir. You certainly learn it with age. We all live in infinite shades of grey, but yes, that's undeniable. I've hated myself for it. I've hated him for hurting the love of my life, for making me lie to her and keep his dirty secrets while I had one of my own. It was exhausting, to be honest. But I couldn't stop. I couldn't lose her. And she couldn't stop loving him as well. I'm not judging you, Unigost, but that sounds excruciating. It's not the end of the story. It all went downhill when she got pregnant. I couldn't eat or sleep. I started distancing myself from her. The unknown was killing me. Was Jordan the father? Did I lay with a woman carrying another man's child? Or maybe was it mine? And I wasn't going to raise it, but instead live as his uncle in a lie, like a coward. I had the darkest of thoughts rushing through my mind at this time. I still blame myself for it. Did I wish it to happen? Wished what? The baby was stillborn. I wanted to die with it on that day, but I felt relieved at the same time. What kind of a person feels relieved in a situation like that? When Jordan left the room, I wanted to see its eyes. I wanted to be sure to finally know what to feel. She didn't let me. I joined Jordan in his grief. We drank and cried all night. I was pretending to be just an empathetic brother, but I was a scum with a grief of his own. The little child's body was burned in the morning. I couldn't get back to being with Kestrel after that, and neither could Jordan. So she lost 3 of her men that day, all consumed by the flames, blown away by the wind as smoke and dust. Wow, Unigost, I'm so sorry. I had no idea what you've been through. What you've all been through. You've nothing to be sorry for, child. I was trying to tell you that from the very beginning. Don't envy the lives we've lived. We were trying to do some good, to make some change. But we were not heroes. And we're still paying the price of it. I need to see her, Unigost. You said all of you ended up in the valley. I don't know where she lives. She didn't want to be found, not by me. So I've never looked, but I'm pretty sure Zambor knows. You can try with him. That's what I'm going to do then. Racimir, if you see her, tell her that never mind. Be well. Yes, the suffering. The suffering of hearing that story is immense, I know. Who's screaming here? Dabronjäger. Hello.
How is life treating you?
Oh, you know. Hey, person I've met before and absolutely remember your name. Hey.
My
Rude.
wares never disappoint.
Buy this fish meat. And then also these pikes. Oh, we barely have any money. And I'm carrying tin ore with me for no reason. And iron ore too, actually. Forgot about that. Alright.
See you around.
Yeah. Unigus is just walking around aimlessly. He seems very troubled. Now that he is forced to remember about the past that he tried to forget.
What a sculpture.
But that's what happens, doesn't it? The past we all sometimes try to forget. But in some ways it always catches up with us. Catch up. Oh well. The day is about to end. The sun is about to set, so we should get back home. Oof, indeed. Alright, I wanted to take a quick look about, or at. So we have very much improved the mood of our villagers. And this is a bit of a trick that I found out actually. You don't necessarily have to upgrade the full house. The effect of increased happiness comes right away. Even if you just replace one wall, let's say from being made out of sticks, literally, into a stone wall. That will already increase the happiness of your villagers. So, obviously, if you don't have the... I cannot look at the insides of the store. Okay, fine. Maybe we will gather some stones on the way. I'm pretty sure I'll need them. Ah, here's some. Yeah, sure, let me take all the sticks. Because that's what I wanted.
I'm roasting out here.
No, you're not. What a liar he is. Okay, 11 stone. I think we can probably replace another wall or two. But I do not remember the exact numbers. I think if you increase... I for some reason have this number 20% in my mind. But I don't know if 20% was referring to the mood, or if 20% is referring to the actual productivity numbers. That I don't know. What time is it anyway? Oh, it's already 6 PM. So is it hot? Probably. But I don't know why he's suffering all the time, this man. He needs some temperature tolerance. We could probably skill for that. Yes, yes, yes. Now you start running. As punishment. We're actually already halfway into the summer season. And I think it might be time to actually move on to the next season even. And however, that would mean a lot of field work again, which I know is not all that interesting. Yeah, we also need to go to Sambor again, talk to him and find out where Kestrel actually lives. Which, knowing Sambor by now, is probably not going to be easy. And I would totally expect him to give us some kind of odd job to do before he's going to tell us anything. So we need to be prepared for that. I almost ran straight into the wolves, by the way. Oh yeah. There is our waterfall. Can't hear it yet, but now we can hear it. Run, Racimir, run! And as I say that, he's running out of stamina. I think we need a horse. Eventually. Oh dear. Wow, that looks pretty cool actually. The sun disappearing over the mountain. The shadows dancing as they fill up the trees.
I'm boiling.
Come on, you're not still boiling. What are you talking about? Pathetic, really. You can have some food though. Oh yeah, let's finally store this ore. Or I lose it or something. This would actually... I bet this is something they considered at some point, but... to actually lose everything in your inventory if you do die... I think that would really raise the stakes, literally, right? Because then you would really be more careful. I mean, you should be careful anyways not to lose your life, but yeah, you know what I mean. Let me see.
Slowly developing.
I'm roasting out here.
You guys are just chilling in your house? Yeah? Well, I've got news for you. That is about to end. Get out. Okay. Now, let's fix it up again. We have a few stones, actually. We might even be able to fix up the whole house. And now they're going to complain, oh, we don't have any water, we don't have any food. Oh my god, wait. My bad. But in truth, they have everything. It's just a temporary measure, of course, as always.
I'm boiling.
Yeah, you're boiling. Poor boiling boy. Nope. This... Oh, we have more than enough logs, and stone should be enough to fix up this whole house. Including the roof. I'm not forgetting about the roof. This time. Oh, this I've already done.
Boiling.
Come on, you're not still boiling. There is nothing happening. Please stop. Seriously. Yeah, we have enough planks as well. And our copper hammer is still okay. For now. Oops. I'm sure they want to go to bed and everything, but I just need a minute. It's almost done. Now the front. Please stop. Nope. And it is done. Please get back into your house. Both of you. Hey. Okay. So now, again, we keep in mind they are at 15 and 13% mood respectively. And you can see the arrow, green arrows are indicating that the mood is increasing or improving. And we're going to see this effect. And by the time the morning comes around, we should see a very different number. And then we can check here, because Erica is the cook. Her skills is 4. And she is producing, what shall we take as reference? Let's take the stew, because it's the smallest number. That's best for my brain. The 1.42 per day that she's producing right now. Let's take that as a reference and check again in the morning if this number is increasing when her mood is actually up by, I don't know, 20%, 30%. I don't know by how much it's going to increase. Alrighty. Jumping into bed. Up. And a new day. Yep, good morning to you too. Lovely. So now we check again. Berta. Good morning.
Hello. Have a nice day.
Thank you. You too, I guess. So now we check again. Her mood is actually not that different. There's really no change. Let's give it a while then. Is there anything else that we need to do? I mean, certainly, I would like to improve these roof types as well. I think everything else is already no. No, it is not. Okay. I think we can improve this part as well. Let's see. Yeah, that should work out just fine. There you go. So for those of you wondering why is he doing that? Why is he breaking these houses? So the reason is, as you can see here, they have a very simple roof that really consists of straw and wood. And there is a much better way to do things. Here, this is the wooden tile roof, which I can just barely make. We just barely have enough planks for that. And that type of roof is not only better against rain, I mean if you insulate it a little bit. What would you have used for that, I wonder? Probably tar, maybe? I could see that being a viable solution. I don't know though. And it is less prone to catching fire. It is more sturdy and much easier to maintain. Or at least, maybe not easier to maintain, but it is not as prone to breaking, let's say. So yeah, small improvements bit by bit. And the family is allowed to move back in. Yeah, but then certainly what we need to do, once we are in autumn, we are going to move our newest villager, Alice, from the herbalist hut, because we don't really need to collect anything in autumn right now. I mean, yes, they're mushrooms. Mushrooms are cool, and if you're into that, then collect them by all means. I don't have any use for them right now, so what I would like to do is move her from here over to the excavation shed and then help her, help Nieva, our dear wife, to collect more stone so I can replace the rest of the houses as well. But also to collect, let me show that real quick, here, limestone. And limestone is what we're going to need to insulate all the houses before winter comes. And that has two effects, as far as I know, it has two effects in game. Number one, it further increases the mood of the villagers because they know they are coming into a warmer, more cozier house. But effectively, it also means that during wintertime, they will need less firewood to keep the houses warm. That's how that works. And we also need to keep the windows shut. Let's see, this costs 6 planks each. I mean, it's doable. There's only 2 windows in this house anyway. Yeah, but that's now all the planks almost. But we could always make more. It is definitely a consideration to maybe have a second woodshed. But then I need to have the tools for that. And as long as I don't have the tools, especially thinking about copper axes, bronze axes here, I don't think there's much of a point. It will be just too much of a hassle. How far are we? Oh, we can make a tin bar too. Let's do that. And then we can also make a bronze bar. And an iron bar. Wait, I pressed the right click. No. And more copper. Just do it all. So even though we cannot use the copper bar nor the bronze bar yet, even though bronze should be happening soon, it is still good to craft them because it will increase your skill points. Maybe not to the point of making a difference yet. But we are getting closer. Actually, I could also get back to suing something. Someone. Right, let's check how many knives we have in the storage. So we have 2 bronze knives. And that's it. Oh no, copper knives. I'm blind. Yeah, so 3 copper knives, 2 bronze knives. But the knives are used both by Roland in the fishing hut, but also the 2 guys that are currently manning the hunting lodge. So I think it would not hurt to craft a few more. Even if they're only simple copper knives, but still. Let's make another 3, 4. Let's make okay, 5. Why the hell not? This gets quite noisy, doesn't it? And it takes a long time to make a single copper knife. Wow. But we are getting somewhere. We are actually getting to the point where we have kind of enough copper to... Wait, why are they... Ah, okay, because I have for my own. Let's store all of this here. Right. Oh, I have this bronze legwear. I could sell this. We should sell that. Also a birch seedling. Do not need. A real bag. I mean, we might use this ourselves. What else? What do we have enough of? Selling herbs is really not worth it. It's too much of nothing. Flax seeds. Honestly, we could sell 75 of these flax seeds, maybe. Doesn't really hurt us or anything. Wait, also we have 60 fur and 142 leather. And we have this iron crossbow that I also completely forgot about. For some reason. And green dye that we could also sell. Or we can use it to dye our clothes. Why not? What else is here? Worth selling. Bruise seedlings. Nah, we don't have to. Sorry. I was distracted by someone shining light into my window and they're doing it again. Interesting things are happening.
I could really do with a drink.
He's thirsty, I believe. Okay. Fix that for you. So I think it's time that we go and sell our things. Excuse me? Are you serious? Are you serious? I don't want to play with you. I don't want to play with you. Go back. Go back to where you came from. Okay. Oh, there's different fighting music happening. Now.
What a sculpture.
How is
Matilda.
life treating you? Only the best products here.
Best products. That's good for you, but I'm trying to sell something to you. The flax seeds, the iron crossbow. What else was there? Oh, the bronze legwear, right. Good.
Goodbye.
Goodbye indeed. What can I do with this actually dye? That's it. That's not the kind of green that I expected, to be honest, but okay. A dye is a dye. Excuse me again.
Maybe I'll start. I've been sober since last autumn.
Okay, I think I'm gonna have to cut this recording a little bit short. I mean, 50 minutes is decent anyway. There's some things going on around here I need to check. Probably. So, yeah, this is how we're gonna conclude episode 18. And probably next time we see each other, we're gonna be in autumn. I think that makes sense. And then we're gonna see about Kestrel and where she lives. So, thanks for watching as always. And see you in episode, I don't know, 19 probably.